Elevate TV, advancing kingdom lifestyle.
Welcome viewers to our today's show, Man Unveiled. We are excited to be here, to be able to continue adding value to men and generally even the family, other members of the family, because this show was built to build people up, especially that fraternity of trying to help men become what God desired them to be. And on our today's show, we have a very interesting topic. We'll be talking about finance and money. Remember, some time back, we mentioned about the wheel of life, and we mentioned that one of the components of the wheel is the finance. Money matters. So today, without wasting much time, we have a very wonderful guest here with us who is going to take us through that topic, and I believe that we will come out a more enlightened people. Welcome on board, sir.
Thank you.
Please introduce yourself to our viewers, and we shall kick on the discussion.
Thank you, James. I'm very excited to be here this evening because this is an area that I'm an expert in terms of the opportunities in the insurance sector and financial sector.
Yes.
And I'm glad that I have an opportunity to share with the viewers to enlighten more people.
Yes.
My name is Stephen Ireri.
Yes.
I've been in the insurance sector for the last 13 years.
Awesome.
And I've gained a lot of experience that I'm always delighted to share with people.
Yes.
And enlighten them.
Yes.
And ensure that we move on in this journey,
Yes.
having the best product in the sector and giving the best value possible.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
I believe it will be an interesting discussion
Yes,
because the Bible says iron sharpens iron.
sure. So another
somebody,
man.
somebody is, so shall a fellow man sharpen the other one.
Sure.
So somebody there seated at home,
Yes.
we want them to be left better and more informed, isn't it?
Yes.
You know, they say information is power.
Very much.
So today we want to empower them
We shall.
by bringing close home the information that is not very probably easily available,
Yes.
but they can hear it for themselves from the real person dealing with the real business
Thank you.
in the sector insurance. However, I know we are not limited. We'll talk about other options available. And I know that's your domain, that's your turf.
Yes, it is.
And you've done it for a couple of years.
Yes,
So you understand it back and front.
very well.
Yeah, so karibu sana Mr. Stephen Ireri.
Yes.
And to kick off our discussion, and before we went on set,
Yes.
we were talking about people having options,
Yeah.
because not every investment is based on tangible things, isn't it?
Yes.
So that's where we are coming in to introduce to people options that they have that they can do untangible investment, isn't it?
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
James, I'll just start by mentioning when people hear about insurance sector,
Yes.
they mostly think about motor insurance.
Yes.
But one of the information they don't understand is that the insurance is having three major categories
Yes.
of companies that deal with what we call general insurance.
Yes.
That deals with property insurance, motor insurance, medical insurance. And then there is another line in the same group of company.
Yes.
We say they deal with life insurance.
Yes.
This involves things like investment policies, that's education policies, savings policies, pensions,
Yes.
group life covers. Then there is another arm in the insurance. In the same company,
Yes.
one or two companies,
Yes.
you find a company has three arms.
Yes.
The third arm, we call it asset management.
Yes.
This deals with investment now with the intangible assets.
Yes.
That's unit trusts. That's one of the key areas that you find that we invest into. Unit trust is divided into quite about 3 or 4 categories.
Yes.
You find when you call the name unit trust, people, when they hear it, they
Yes.
wonder what is it.
Yes.
But unit trust is very simple
Yes.
definition.
Yes.
Is a collective investment scheme.
Yes.
Where people who have the same agenda or who are willing to invest in the same line of portfolios, they come together in an unit, what we call a fund manager, A fund manager manages these funds.
Mr.
So-
Moridi, let me interrupt you.
Yes.
When you say people coming together,
Yes.
I hope people don't think it's like a circle.
No, it's not
They
a
are bringing
circle.
their monies together
Yes.
to an insurance company,
Yes.
which will take care of it, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, please go on.
Now, this area, the arm of insurance I'm saying is called asset management.
Yes.
Asset management deals with investing in people's money.
True.
Including pensions. So when an asset manager who is regulated and registered by Capital Market Authority,
Yes.
you have to identify that this person is or this company is registered and regulated both by IRA, Capital Market Authority, and RBA, Retirement Benefit Authority.
Yes.
So these companies will deal with unit trust. We have 3 or 4 subcategories.
Yes.
What we call money market fund, what we call balance fund,
Yes.
what we call fixed deposit or fixed fund or board fund,
Yes.
and also we have equity fund.
Awesome. I want us to tuende pole pole tu.
Yes.
Hatuna haraka.
Hakuna haraka.
Tunataka tuelewe hiyo maneno.
Yes.
Because people always think that unit trust
Yes.
is one-sided.
Okay.
And you have said that, and you know, when something is shrouded in mystery, it's always good to demystify, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
That's why we have you here today.
Yes.
So tupeleke pole pole tu, tuelewe the differences,
Yes.
so that we understand which one suits who,
Yes.
so that we understand, for example, how can even groups, not only individuals,
Yes.
plug into the market, isn't it?
Yes.
Because I think you, as in the before we came on set, you said the market share is quite significant in our economy, isn't it?
Yes.
You said it's how many billions?
These, as per the end of the last year, we had 126 billion
Yes.
under investments under this we call collective investment schemes.
Yes.
The unit trust.
That's a big
That's a
substan-
big,
yeah, substantial.
yes, amount of money.
Yes.
And now, let me just take you through when we talk about this unit trust.
Yes.
When you talk about money market fund,
Yes.
these is a short term, or we call when we say short term,
Yes.
is an investment that runs within 1 year.
Okay.
That within 1 year it is able to give you the full returns
Yes.
of that investment. That's what money market does, and it invests mostly in fixed deposits, in treasury bills, in demand deposits,
Yes.
and also what we call corporate papers. Then there is what we call balance fund.
Yes.
Balance fund will invest in long term, things like bonds that take many years to mature.
Yes.
And also balance it with the instruments of money market. When I say instruments, these are opportunities that are short term.
Yes.
Then also when we talk about fixed deposit or board fund,
Yes.
this board fund is not fixed deposit, we call it fixed, let me call it board fund.
Yes. Bond funds.
It invests in long term.
Okay.
Long
And
term
long term, you mean
bonds.
how a duration of?
This will take 10 years.
Okay.
Boats go up to 30 years.
Minimum is 10.
Oh, what happens is that because the insurance or the fund managers are a bit flexible,
Yes.
you are able to redeem your money and see the value of your money maybe within an average of 3 years.
Oh.
It's not like money market where you can see even value within a month.
Yes.
Then there is also equity fund.
Yes.
Equity fund, this mostly invest in stock market. When people think of equity fund, they wonder, is it a bank? No. Equity basically is the stock market.
Yes.
So that's a fund that requires someone who understands the stock volatilities, how the stock goes up and down. And now this person can be able to make a decision to say,
Understands means
Yes.
following through consistently, or
Yes.
just having a picture of what happens there.
I would say it's good to be following through consistently,
Okay.
so that when you know when to buy your units when the stock are low,
Yes.
and when to sell when the stocks are doing very well.
The
That's
fund
when you
managers
make-
will not advise accordingly.
Now what happens is that the fund managers, their work is to do their trading in the back office.
Okay.
But now it's you, responsibility of you as a customer to say, now it's time I want to redeem my money,
To liquidate.
to liquidate my
Yes,
money.
yes.
So at that time you want to withdraw, you have to have checked
Oh,
in your
yeah.
account whether you're at a profit or at a loss.
I understand.
So you find people say, I made a loss in this unit trust, but now it depends which fund had you invested your money in.
Okay.
Yes.
So, but equity fund, as you have said,
Yes.
is also quite volatile,
Yes, it is volatile.
and somebody should enter there with some understanding
Very
that
sure.
the risk is also quite a bit high.
Yes.
And I believe also the returns could also be higher
On
compared
equi-
with the other funds.
Yes, what happens if you really understand when to purchase the equities,
Yes.
or when to purchase the units,
Yes.
that's what I can call them in this.
Yes, the units. Yeah,
yes.
Yes.
That time, if you are able to know when the markets are low and the value of the units is quite affordable, and you're able to know when the market rates are high, when the stock market is high enough,
Yes.
and you're able to check in your account to see, because you have a real-time account through a mobile app, at that time you can make good money than the other.
Okay.
But now, if you want a consistency,
Yes.
you are a person who is a bit naive, you want a low-risk avenue, you want somewhere you cannot, your capital is preserved, it will
Yes.
not be going down and
Yes.
up.
Yes.
Money market would be the area you can invest in.
Okay.
Yes.
Money market.
Money market fund.
Yes.
From when we had this pandemic of COVID.
Yes, the COVID pandemic.
Yes. Most people were wondering, and most people were caught off guard. They didn't have emergency funds.
True.
And this emergency fund, mostly people could just read it in the books or hear a financial advisor like me saying, you need an emergency fund.
Yes.
But when this time came whereby you found even some companies were closing down, you found people started running now and wondering, where would I have saved my money? Where would I have saved money that would have helped me
Yes.
during this hard time? You find people run now to the money market fund.
Yes.
That's why you find there's a lot of interest. Even the growth of this portfolio, which is under the CMA, you find there was a shift during this time of pandemic.
An upward trend.
Yes, because people are running to find where they can save their money that was maybe idle in the bank, money they had set aside maybe to do a project.
Okay.
That's why you find money market fund has gotten a lot of excitement in the market. The good thing I would say is that, Bwana James,
Yes.
this is a regulated fund.
Yes.
It's a fund that is Capital Market Authority have been very keen in observing how the fund managers trade with this fund. So it's a safe avenue where people will put their money and they are able to get return on through interest.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. I think I'm liking the discussion.
Yes.
It's shedding a lot of light.
Yes.
And differentiating black and white.
Yes.
And also telling us where to watch for. And you said one of the things I think that really struck me is that you must ensure that the broker, or not the broker, the agent
or
in
the
this
fund
sense,
manager.
or the fund managers
Yes.
are regulated by the CMA
Yes, very important.
and the IRB.
RBA.
RBA.
Retirement
and the
Benefit Authority.
RBA, and then the IRA.
IRA, they have to be
the insurance
licensed.
to be licensed by.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And I think those are the red flags first to check. Yeah?
Yes, yes, very important.
Yes.
Very important. The other thing I would say is also very important to check when you are looking for a fund manager.
Yes.
Look at how is this fund manager, how are they allocating their investments?
Okay.
You find
will a layman understand this, Mr. Muriithi? When you say we look at the portfolio manager, will they be able to understand and break it down?
What I would say for a layman,
Yes.
you should look for a trusted financial advisor.
Good.
That's why I'm here just to demystify.
Yes.
Because I'm on record, and also because we are in a world of social media.
True.
We are a world whereby internet information is everywhere. Internet is also giving a lot of information.
Yes.
But also it's
Though
good.
sometimes it's good to verify.
Yes.
With a financial advisor.
Financial advisor.
Yes.
Who is also verified and trusted.
Yes.
Because when you find people telling or referring to you and say, I was told you are the best person who can help me understand this, is because one of the goals I have in this sector is helping the man or helping the families understand what opportunities are there in the insurance sector where I am that can help benefit them in terms of savings, in terms of investing, apart from insuring their vehicles or insuring their houses. What are other options? Can I give value to this customer?
You've mentioned about saving.
Yes.
Just tell us more about that, because I think there's the whole spectrum on insurance about savings.
My brother James says that what I can say is that when people think on insurance, they think mostly, as I had mentioned, on insuring their vehicle or their property or their business or their company. But now, what they don't know is that insurance gives very many opportunities to grow your savings.
True.
Like now you see someone who is looking forward to maybe educating their children or want to buy a home or a house in the next 15 years.
Yes.
That person, if come to an insurance company and find a good financial advisor, that a financial advisor should be able to get the best product for this person.
Yes.
An education policy will serve different purpose from a savings policy. A savings policy will serve a different purpose from a money market, a money market fund.
Yes,
a
yes,
money
yes.
market will serve a different purpose from an equity fund,
Yes.
or a balance fund, or a fixed fund.
Each is serving a
Different purpose.
Yes.
So the most important thing that also I would advise our viewers is also have in mind, what do you want to achieve before even looking for a financial advisor? Do I want to save money to be able to educate my children in high school
Yes.
or university?
Yes.
Do I want to save money because I want to have some amount to buy a piece of land or a house or a home
Yes.
or a vehicle or
And
even
the-
to do a wedding?
And the opportune time is to start now,
The opportune time,
not tomorrow.
not tomorrow.
Yes.
You know, if I take you back,
Yes.
when I started insurance sector, that is 2009.
Yes.
I'm lucky that that time, as I was trying to understand what's happening,
Yes.
which product can I sell,
Yes.
the spouse who I've married,
Yes.
my wife, she had done the insurance in college. I had done accounting
Yes.
degree.
How she had done the
Insurance.
Yes.
So she took a policy right away from the beginning.
Yes.
And as we talk now, we usually pay the school fees
Yes.
for our son and our daughters as annually because the policy pays us.
Yes.
You see, that person had a goal in mind,
Yes.
what want to achieve. So the same way I'm saying my viewers today that is that you have also to have a set goal in mind. What do you want to achieve?
Yes.
Then come to a financial advisor who will take you through because the opportunities are many.
Yes.
But now you can come to me, but I don't, because you didn't have the goal in mind, what you want to achieve, I give you a product will not lead you to the goal you want to achieve.
Yeah, I get.
So it's also very important
To come with a goal.
Yes.
To set your mind what you want to achieve
Yes.
before you approach a financial advisor.
Yes. Then also verify this financial advisor. Let them not be people who are driven by selling to you.
Yes.
Let it be someone who is ready to sit down with you, have a talk,
Yes.
have a cup of tea,
Yes.
discuss, ask questions. Because this notion or perception that in the insurance sector you lose money,
Yes.
people have lost money because of sometimes misadvice.
Yes.
People have lost money because sometimes of lack of information. But we are here to try and enlighten people
Yes.
that different opportunities will
Yes.
give you different returns.
It's true.
Yes.
And somebody should look through
Yes.
with the proper advice, as you have said,
Yes.
and evaluate their risk appetite,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes, very
because there are some people
important.
who will come to you on board and their risk appetite is a bit high. So we won't give them the conservative risk, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll allow them to explore what's the
Yes, to explore what is
opportunities.
available.
The most important thing here is tell this person, these are the risks here.
Yes.
These are benefits here.
True.
If this person is comfortable
Yes.
to take this fund and not this fund, then they go ahead.
Yes.
But the most also I would say is that even if your risk appetite is high,
Yes.
it's always good also to do a few research
Yes.
on the company that you are going to, because we
To
have
engage.
about currently we have about 47
Players.
players in the market.
Wow.
But on the investments like what I call the unit trust,
Yes.
we have 13 players in
Oh,
the
13
market.
players. Okay.
But in terms of the insurance, we have many companies that are registered.
Yes.
And every day, there are new companies being
Coming up.
registered.
Yes.
And also online apps targeting different, maybe
Market.
the millennials. And I will tell you, it's a vibrant market. It's a very exciting market.
Yes.
I'm always happy to get challenges.
And Mr. Moridi,
Yes.
as we continue,
Yes.
Let it not sound like just it's for institutional investors.
Ah.
Mama Mboga, how does Mama Mboga, the so-called Mama Mboga,
Yes.
the Wanjikos,
Yes.
and the Onyangos, how will they plug into this dream or these opportunities?
Thank you for that.
Yes.
It's very important actually to tell every Kenyan
Yes.
who is watching us today
Yes.
that they have an opportunity. When you come to the sector of like unit trust
Yes.
or the money market fund, which is the most sought right now,
Yes. Yes.
companies give
And
you an
we said it's the one which has been Googled a lot.
yes,
This
yes.
year.
Last year, this year,
Yes.
if you go
Money
to
market in
fund,
Kenya.
yes, money market in Kenya.
Wow.
That's a space that as a financial advisor, I would say has the most inquiries
Yes,
I've gotten.
I understand.
And even every day, you
Yes,
cannot lack 2 or 3 or 4 people inquiries. And we are trying to push a lot
Are
of
they people-
information online.
Mr. Murithi, are
Yes.
people trying to run away from the conventional way
Yes.
of saving, growing money? Because we know of the very traditional way,
Yes.
which has institutions, which has the banks, okay, and guys also know about the circles.
Yes.
Now, are you saying that people are now trying to put a lot of confidence in the insurance sector? Is that what you're implying?
Before I answer that,
Yes.
I'm coming to that. You asked a very crucial question.
Yes.
Mama Mboga.
Yes, Mamboga.
Or
Wanyangos.
a businessman who is earning maybe on a daily basis
True.
from business. They're able to plug into these investments.
Yes.
The reason I say that is that if you look like the savings plan,
Yes.
maybe you want to take a long-term life plan, you have opportunities of paying premium monthly,
Yes.
weekly.
Yes.
There are companies who have apps that you can pay premium in bits. You can pay quarterly, you can pay annually. That enables this person to pay premium. And the premiums that they pay per month is as low as 2,500
Yes.
to achieve a certain goal. When you come to the unit trust, the money market fund,
Yes.
and the other funds, you can invest as low as 1,000 shillings.
1,000 shillings.
The difference in the two is that these the savings plans that are life tailor-made
Yes.
or life tied to life insurance
Yes.
is a must that you contribute monthly basis.
Okay.
This unit trust and the money market fund and the equity funds and balance fund, you don't have, it's not a requirement that
not
you
a monthly
deposit
obligation.
every month
Yes.
some money.
Yes.
You can do
Lump sum.
you can do top-ups of different amounts, minimum 1,000 shillings.
Yes.
That's what most companies say. You have online apps in your mobile phone.
Yes.
After you go to a financial advisor and they guide you through, you are able now to start saving even on a daily basis.
Yes.
That makes even, I would say, even someone who earns 500 shillings, if they combine, they say 300 per day for 3 days, they have 1,000 to save.
Wow, that's true.
I'm very excited in what's happening in the sector because when we come to show that even the common man,
Yes.
even a house help,
Yes. Can
even
start that program.
even a mama mboga in
Yes.
a kibanda, a
And I
fan
think
who
also
cooks chapati.
Murithi, as
Yes.
you're saying, the opening up of the digital space,
Yes.
that you can integrate an application.
Yes.
So you don't need to have to look for the agent physically.
Or for the bank.
Or for the bank.
Yes.
You can do all your transaction with your digital application.
Yes.
Deposit money and see the status, isn't it?
You'll see the status of your money as
Continuously.
it grows.
Yes.
As I take you now to the question you had asked whether people are running from the banks.
Yes, yes.
What I would say, I would want first of all to explain why are people coming to these funds.
Yes.
Is because one thing, these funds, when people are very much worried, even because they are losing money in pyramid schemes.
Yes, yes.
Is this a pyramid scheme I'm joining? No, it's not. When you say a fund manager who is holding this unit trust
Yes.
has 3 categories of, I would say, regulation and people who oversee or institutions that oversee this fund manager. You see, fund manager being registered and have a license to operate from IRA, then is regulated by Capital Market Authority. This fund manager is also required to have a custodian.
Okay.
This custodian is where you keep your money. When you are depositing money to the fund manager, you don't bring it to the company directly. You deposit in account of a custodian.
Yes.
Or even if you are writing a check or a transfer, you transfer to the custodian account. This custodian may be a bank or another institution.
Is this to help in segregating the funds?
Yes, and also for security of these funds.
Okay.
Then this fund manager also has a trustee.
Okay.
This trustee,
Yeah, because the other word that pops up
Yes.
is a trustee.
Trustee.
Who is a trustee, Murithi?
I
You
would-
brought a new dimension.
I would bring a trustee like is the owner or the one who is authorized to mandate this fund manager on where they are going to invest this money.
It's like an overseer.
Is
again.
an overseer, basically. Most trustee, when you are having an AGM for a fund manager, will say, we are the owner of this fund.
Okay.
The reason is being, this fund manager will not remove money from the custodian and say invest in opportunity B without the trustee approval.
Or the trustee has to approve.
Trustee has to approve.
Okay.
So that's the overseer.
So then there are some stages
to
be able to monitor the decisions.
Yes.
Okay.
From there, then there is what we call an auditor.
Yes.
The fund manager has to have an auditor.
Yes.
We'll also be verifying the expenditures of this fund manager, the investment opportunities, are they complying with the law? And the reason now what makes people excited on this sector of insurance currently as an alternative to a savings account is one thing is that they will earn interest in their money. Their money will not be fixed for them to earn interest. It plays a very different role from a bank or a SACCO. Because you see, every person has their own intention. Maybe I'm saving in a bank to borrow a loan, a SACCO to be able to accumulate my funds to borrow a certain loan. But this fund is purely to earn you interest and not to borrow.
Okay.
You only earn
Are there funds which facilitate the clients?
Yes.
Do we call them the policy holders in this case, or we call them investors?
In this case, they are investors. But in the other long-term policies, we call them the policy holders.
Okay, the investors.
Yes.
Are there some facilities that can help them acquire loans through whatever they have invested? Do we have such in our country so far? In our country
so far, through the fund managers, we don't have how one can access a loan, but through the policy holders, those who have a savings plan, like an education policy,
that one they can borrow.
They can borrow after 3 years.
Okay.
It accrues some amount, which you can borrow from that and repay with flexible interest.
Awesome.
It's a very dynamic market.
It's a very dynamic market.
Yes.
And we have come to demystify and lay the facts bare here.
Yes.
And I think we are better from where we began.
Yes.
We have understood the components, the categories, and you have told us where everyone plays in and the checks and balances that have been placed by the regulators or the whole kind of structure to be able to minimize
the risk.
The risk, isn't it?
Yes, please.
Are there some times that clients could lose everything? Are there possibilities?
Well, what I will tell you is that when we talk about this unit trust, something very exciting is that this unit trust, banks offer unit trusts.
Yes.
That was surprising because you think bank only do the savings.
Yes.
They offer unit trusts.
Okay.
And now the insurance companies. But insurance companies and other financial institutions, they are more vibrant in selling this because this is a business.
Yes, it's
bank
a business.
do it is as an alternative.
Yes, yes.
One thing I would say about people losing money.
Yes.
There are possibilities of losing money.
Hold on there. I know that's where we want to go when we come back from the break.
Yes.
I think people also need to know what to expect, and it's also how to project, isn't it?
Yes.
But because of this small break we take for our commercials, and then we'll be back. Thank you, viewers, for staying with us. We will continue in the second session.
Good marketing makes the company look smart. Great marketing makes the customer feel smart. Are you looking for a place to advertise your upcoming conference, church meeting, or ladies' meeting? Look no further. Elevate TV is offering you a chance to advertise from as low as 5,000 Kenyan shillings. Talk to us today. Call us on 0705 872237.
Welcome back, viewers, to our show, Man Unveiled. Your host has been James Ireri here. We are continuing with a very interesting conversation with my wonderful guest, Mr. Stephen Moreithi, who is an expert in the insurance investment sector. And before we took the break, Mr. Mureithi, you were telling us, we were asking how much or what is the projection of a client when they come on board? What is the risk that they should assume?
Thank you very much. As I would say that every opportunity has some level of risk.
True.
But now it depends. This risk, how exposed are you?
Yes.
When you look, I would say like, because the key area here would be the money market fund, the one people are really asking about.
Yes, yes.
As compared to other investments,
Yes.
what are the risks? One thing we say is that money market fund is a low risk investment.
Okay.
Low risk meaning losing your money in totality might be impossible.
Okay.
Might be impossible in some instances. The reason for this is that there's diversification in how this money invested.
Yes.
This money mostly will go to things like treasury bills.
Yes.
That's our government papers. A big percentage of companies, that's what they buy.
Okay.
Then the other money will go to fixed deposits in various banks.
Okay.
Then there is demand deposits, there is short-term borrowing from the bank. Then there is also corporate papers. Now, in those portfolio of where this money is invested, the diversification part of it, the highest risk there would be in corporate papers. Because you see, when you say corporate papers, is companies that come and float, they say they want some money from the public, and now they borrow from this fund.
Yes.
Because this fund is quite big.
Yes.
Some companies, like now the top company in Kenya holds as a big portfolio as per now of like 55 billion.
Yes.
That's a CIC.
Yes.
With about market share of 2%.
Yes.
The other that follow will be like a NCBA Bank,
Yes.
Britam,
Yes.
IC, and the rest. So when you look at this fund, what you're supposed to know, the level of risk of the company you're investing in, there is what we call a fact sheet. Fact sheet, every company should give a fact sheet on how they have invested their money.
Okay.
This fact sheet will show you...
Is it available for the investor?
Yes.
The general investor?
Yes, and it should be even online.
Okay.
Even you go to Google and look for a certain company, Google fact sheet,
yes, fact sheet,
FACT sheet.
Yes.
It will give you an average where this company invests their money.
Okay.
So the red flags to look for is a company which invests mostly a big percentage in corporate papers.
Okay.
But now the good thing, what makes this product quite interesting and low risk,
Yes.
is that the regulator, the Capital Market Authority, has capped the maximum portfolio value
you can do on the corporate papers.
You can do on corporate papers, yes. or a specific bank is 25%.
Wow.
So this means that even if you lose, one company goes down, that where money was invested,
True.
you are likely to lose an average of 25% of your portfolio.
I understand.
But despite that,
the others will balance.
They will
the other
balance.
Three, yes.
But also these, the Capital Market Authority has been very vocal
Yes.
in ensuring compliance.
Okay.
So I would say the risk profile is still quite low. On the equity fund, on the other end,
But Mr. Mureithi, there is
Yes.
something that
Yes.
I would like to know.
Yes.
I know the CMA has regulated most of them.
Yes.
And but are there some products within the some of those companies that are not necessarily regulated? Some specific products?
Yes. I would say is that
in the fact sheet, is it included, or it's not mentioned in the fact sheet?
No, the fact sheets are of different unit values that you want to undertake.
Okay.
Like now, there's a fact sheet for money market.
Okay.
There's a fact sheet for balance sheet. There's a fact sheet for fixed or board fund.
Okay.
There's a fact sheet for balance fund.
Okay.
So those fact sheets give you, those are regulated products
Yes.
that are mentioned. But on the other end, you find a company will see an opportunity without mentioning any company.
Yes.
They see an opportunity in the area, they're also trading it. Maybe it's not an insurance company, it's an investment company.
Yes.
And then they tailor-make a product that will be maybe offering higher interest than the regulated
returns.
fund.
Yeah.
Higher returns.
Yes.
So a customer, because they know this company is regulated by the CMA and is licensed by RA,
Yes.
will not go into detail asking themselves, this product, is it part of the regulated products?
I get.
So what I would ask...
That's where the financial advisor comes in.
Yes. And also we need people, financial advisors who have a lot of integrity. because that's an area that I've found people questioning a lot. Once people know that you are a man of integrity,
Yes.
they are able to come to you to seek advice. And one of the things, James, I usually tell myself is that the best thing you can do is what we started with, the Bible verse in Proverbs says, iron sharpen iron,
True.
so another man sharpens another.
Yes.
I would like my life to be tailor-made in that area of sharpening another
other
man.
people, yes.
So we always try, I am a principal officer of an agency we call Honest Insurance Agency.
Awesome.
We do that financial advisory.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, one of the core things that I ensure we do
Yes.
is giving the most correct information or the correct information to the customer
Yes.
to help them make a right decision.
It's true.
Yes, please.
I think we cannot overemphasize the benefit
Yes.
of an advisor.
Very important.
Because you may not know everything.
Yes.
You may have an idea about the markets and whatever happens in the stock market. But as you have said, some specific information can be gotten from the advisors.
Yes, that's the best person. We have very
Ideally,
many advisors.
that's a link to the market, isn't it?
Yes.
And we really treasure and value such people because you are advising people so that they make good decisions.
Very correct.
So they don't just dump their money somewhere.
You know, there's something you had asked before.
Before you respond to that, you know, the reason I'm saying this because
Yes.
most of the guys, for example, who are in diaspora, they have dumped their money in schemes that never worked for them.
And even in building and construction, they send people to
Yes.
either construct them a house.
Yes.
They find very funny structures.
Yes.
Now, good you are mentioning people in diaspora.
Yes.
We have had a lot of inquiries of people even in countries like US,
Yes.
Dubai,
Yes.
UK,
Yes.
all diaspora, some in Qatar. And because this information has really moved in the internet,
Yes.
people are able to get a lot of information through the internet.
Yes.
And then they call a financial advisors here in Kenya.
Yes.
Or they call the companies direct. People in diaspora, they find even the returns on the funds here in Kenya higher than most of the...
In fact, when I was searching in the
Yes.
morning,
Yes.
I saw they were directing investors to
Yes.
come to the Kenyan market.
The reason for that is that you go to most of these in developed countries.
Yes.
I have some friends who are there. They tell me the return is as low as 2%.
Yes.
We say in Kenya, average return is around 9% per annum.
Which is a good return.
It's a good return.
Yes.
And you find the inflation rate in Kenya is around 5.7%. So if you are getting a return of 9%,
Yes.
you are beating the inflation.
Yes.
So your money is not losing value. Because if you are having a place
Because
where...
that's the other thing we should look at, the
Yes, yes.
inflation levels.
Yes, yes.
Because again, we don't want to invest and then after your 5-10 years,
Yes.
your money is just like...
Actually has gone down.
yes, has gone down.
There are the opportunities to invest,
Yes.
but now we are concentrating on this sector of
Yes,
insurance
yes.
and financials.
True, true.
There's a question I wanted to take you back to. You are saying, why are people running to the insurance sector
Yes.
and maybe moving their money from the banks? One thing is that they have known, I can earn interest on my money
Yes.
without fixing it.
That which is a good thing.
Yes, because you see, for a bank to give you interest,
You have to fix
you have
your
to
money.
fix your money,
Yes.
maybe 3 months, maybe 6 months, 1 year.
Yes, yes.
Here you are saying as long as you have opened your account
Yes.
and you have deposited money there, it has been received. You start earning interest on a daily basis, and it's compounded at the end of every month.
Yes.
The other interesting part is the compounding. If you have been listening and also researching to some of the richest men in the world,
I know about the compounding effect.
the compounding effect,
Yes.
they say is another wonder of the world.
It is. It
And,
is.
and I can tell you, even for life savings policies, education policies,
Yes.
if you put your money, the longer the period, the higher the returns you get. So why people sometimes find maybe you see people, they are saying, this return is very low, especially for the savings plans.
Yes.
Is because maybe someone is saying, I want a policy for 5 years.
Yes.
You not get returns that are good. But if you take a policy for 13 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years,
Yes.
you usually see the value in the return. So it's very important to know exactly what you want to achieve.
Yes.
And as people, we continue to doing about financial planning.
And we are talking also of people who have a disposable income.
Yes.
Not necessarily a lump sum.
No.
Disposable income
Yes.
that they can put aside to, they usually say, make hay while the sun shines.
Sure.
Meaning that there is a time that the sun will be too hot.
Now, that's a very good statement.
Yes.
When the sun is hot,
Yes.
is now when you run to what we call an emergency fund.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned about that.
An emergency
and
fund.
with what we have today,
Yes.
And what is happening in the world,
Yes.
the emergency fund comes in very handy.
I've been listening and also following closely some of the international financial advisors.
Yes.
Gain more knowledge on
Yes.
that, because I believe knowledge is power.
True.
And information is also a power.
Yes.
And initially in the world, people are saying that the best emergency fund is an average of 3 months money that can sustain you for 3 months.
Yes.
But now the dynamic has changed.
Yes.
People are saying COVID has lasted for 2 years.
Yes.
So you should have an emergency fund as high as 2 years.
Yes.
But on average, I would say if you build an emergency fund, build it for at least 1 year.
Okay.
This emergency fund, what is it? Because we are talking about finances. And people who
I
have
want you to look at the
families-
camera and say about that, because
Yes.
that's very important.
Yeah.
Yes.
This emergency fund, when you talk about an emergency fund, we are talking about money that if your income is stopped today, money that can be able to sustain you, your family, your bills, your medical bills, your insurance bills, your food, where you stay, for an average of 6 months to 1 year uninterrupted.
Wow. I think
So that's what we call an emergency fund.
Yes.
It's not money that, because people think emergency fund is...
they may be interpreting it to be an emergency loan.
No.
It's money accumulated, not
Yes.
money to borrow.
No, it's
Yes.
your money that you have saved.
Yes.
And this money, you should not mix it with your savings.
Yes.
You should, even if you're opening like a money market fund where it will be earning interest,
Yes.
let there be an account A and an account B.
Yes.
Saying this is an emergency fund account.
Okay.
For those who are married, you can put it as a joint account.
Yes, yeah.
To make sure there's also regulation. You are
It's
not
true.
tempted.
I like that.
I've seen a very good shoe. Let me withdraw
Yes.
money from the fund.
Yes.
But the point is that I wanted to make is that people have seen the need for emergency fund.
Yeah.
You know, in a bank, you usually go with an ATM and access your money.
True.
In a money market fund, they usually try to limit or to advise the investor. You have one free withdrawal per month.
Okay.
But you can access this money through maybe some have interlinked with M-Pesa.
Okay.
But I highly would not want to go that direction.
Yes.
Because this fund is supposed to help you accumulate a fund
True.
to a certain investment goal.
Cool. Yeah, it's true.
So the savings in the insurance sector, there are a number of options that are available depending on what the customer is looking for.
So one thing that we'll not miss, we talked about first make sure this thing is legit. Do you nasikia that
Yeah,
word? The being is,
legit.
yeah. Let's make sure the fund, the
fund manager.
the fund managers
Yes.
are legit.
Yes.
Make sure you have a financial goal.
Yes.
Because again, we said
Yes.
the financial goal will inform
The decision.
the decision that you'll make.
Sure.
Then the other thing we said is that get a good financial advisor
Very important.
who will give you the correct information.
Yes.
And with integrity.
Yes.
Not just for the purpose of selling to your product, isn't it?
Yes.
Wow.
Then you see, people will ask me, how will I get a good financial advisor?
True.
And I tell you, with what we have with the online,
Yes.
whereby people are in Facebook, people are in Twitter.
Yes.
Sometimes you go to reviews
Yes.
and check the review of that person. Sometimes you go and look for mutual friends
Yes.
and call randomly, ask, how is this person?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just meet this person physically.
Yes.
And try and also don't be intimidated by the person. Maybe they're wearing a suit.
Yes.
Just try and understand this person.
Yes.
How honest are they when talking to you? This person, do they understand the product they are selling to you?
Yes, yes.
Those are some of the key areas to check when looking for a financial advisor.
And let me ask you, Mr. Murithi,
Yes.
being a financial advisor for a period of time,
Yes.
per adventure, do you use the performance of those fund managers to gauge? Do you have, apart from the fact sheet,
Yes.
do you have a kind of a history and see their performance in the
Yes.
last 5 years
Ah.
to be able to advise somebody, this is a good company
Yes.
and a good fund managers?
What I would say, James, what making people to have confidence in this sector of insurance right now is that most of the information has been made public.
Oh.
If you go to the Capital Market Authority website, CMA,
Yes.
every quarter they publish the report of the insurance companies, how they are performing in general insurance,
I
in
remember
life,
now, yes.
and even in the asset management. They call it collective investment scheme.
Okay.
If you go there, mostly
publish.
even you search,
Okay.
but if you download that report, quarter report, and then you search by the name of the company,
Yes.
you're able to see the performance of that company.
Okay.
That information being power is also very good for the investor who is watching us today, or for the person who want to start their savings.
Yes.
Don't be lazy.
Yes.
I would say take
Be
an extra.
proactive.
Be
Be proactive, yes.
Go online,
Yes.
search on Google. Google will give you.
And there is a verified website, not every other website, isn't it?
Go to Capital Market Authority
Good,
website.
yes.
Go to even our page,
Yes,
Honest
yes.
Insurance, Financial and Insurance Consultancy.
Yes.
We give a lot of free information.
Yes.
Because what we are looking for is we want to educate people.
True.
We want people to make right decisions.
Yes.
What impact will you have given to people by the time you expire from this world?
You remember there's a parable that
Yes.
Jesus gave about a man who was given some talents to go and whatever.
Yes.
And then there's one who feared and was very conservative and kept it for himself.
Yes.
And then the master said that peradventure you should have taken it to what?
To the bank.
To the banks. And this is where the mutual and the money market is coming in.
Yes.
You should have taken the at
You
least.
should
And
have
then
taken
he
to
said,
money market.
at least you should have gotten some
Some return on interest.
returns on interest.
That parable is a wake-up call.
Yes.
People should go and read that verse.
Yes.
Because it tells you, if you have at least a goal
Yes.
and you start it, you will earn something.
True.
But if you don't purpose to save and open a savings account or that's a money market fund account to grow your funds,
Yes.
you not enjoy the compounding interest. Because when the parable says you would have taken it to the bank,
Yes.
you would have enjoyed simple interest.
True.
Now you are
The
seeing
simple
compounding.
interest, yes.
Now you are seeing compounding
And we
interest.
said it's almost the other wonder of the world,
Yes.
the compounding effect.
Yes.
I think the likes of Warren Buffett have taken advantage of those because he's one of the guys who really champions about
The compounding interest.
Yes.
I wanted to mention him
And he has
because
built his wealth amongst the notable figures over a period of time through the compounding effect, isn't it?
through the compounding interest
Yes.
and also through the stock market, the
True.
equity funds.
Yes, the equity fund.
What I would mention is that the Kenyan market on equity fund, it has not been very vibrant.
Okay.
Because equity, when we say equity fund, my viewers is that we are talking about the stock market. Now stock market, whereby this portfolio, instead of going to a stock broker or Nairobi Stock Exchange,
Yes.
is managed by the insurance, a fund manager, who is maybe regulated and also under the insurance company.
Yes.
And this stock, the equity fund,
Yes.
we are talking about now the fund manager buys stock that are selected of their choice and gives you the return in terms of the interest they earn from, or when they sell these portfolios from different companies,
Yes.
they give you the return. Now what we said there is that you have also to have an understanding when the stock market is performing badly and when it's performing very well.
Yes.
So that you can buy when the stock market is low and sell when the stock market is high.
Yes.
And the goodness is that the insurance companies have become very, the fund managers have become very proactive. They have a mobile app that you're able to view at a glance whether my fund is, even monthly statements.
Yes.
I forgot to say these monthly statements.
statement, yes.
You are able to see my fund was 10 million or was 10,000.
Yes.
Today is 10,300.
Yes.
Meaning you have made profit. Maybe another day you find is 9,700, meaning
has
it's at
gone
a
down.
loss.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have to make a decision when to buy and when to sell. When it's at 9,700, buy more.
Yes.
More units. Don't fear.
Yes.
Risk has to be there.
Yes.
If it
You
goes
see,
down again, buy again.
You see, in business, Mr. Muridi,
Yes.
we say there are two mindsets
Yes.
that probably define a lot of the success in business.
Yes.
There is a psychological component of fear. You've just mentioned about fear.
Yes.
What would you like to say about fear? Are Kenyans fearful? Because the other opposite is greed. Are Kenyans fearful to invest in areas that they don't really understand fully? Or are they greedy? Are they coming there in droves because of greed? Or where do you draw the balance, Mr. Muridi?
I would say my interaction with different people, from person who is investing 1,000
Yes.
shillings
Yes.
to people who are putting hundreds of millions.
Yes.
my interaction with these people is that they are very dynamic.
Okay.
Sometimes someone may be wanting to only invest 100,000 or 50,000 shillings.
Okay.
But this person, that's money they have accumulated over a period of 5 years because of their financial capacity.
Yes.
This person will have to sit me for about a week asking me questions.
Yes, different questions.
Yes.
Yes.
And I tell you, I'm usually very happy to answer this person because of one thing. This person, you see, is as a purpose.
Yes.
As a purpose, want to achieve a certain goal.
Yes.
So, depending on the dynamic, there are people who are a bit careless or who also have greed. Who will come today, put maybe that invest maybe even 100,000 shillings.
Yes. Yes.
Then at the end of the month, they expected maybe to have another 100,000. And you explain to them that the interest rate is per year is 9%.
Yes.
So it's a minimal growth,
Yes.
but with time, it earns value. So this person says, interest yenyu ni kidogo sana, moves. But now I sit them down and I challenge them. Tell me where you'll get even that extra 1,000 shillings.
Yes.
Without you working for it in your money. And at that point is what I would say, I would not say there is fear. The fear which is there is because people have lost money in pyramid schemes. Have lost money in unregulated funds. So my viewers is that I would say you have to be a bit dynamic.
Yes.
Ask questions, don't fear. Let people, a good financial advisor also would be someone who is patient enough to be asked questions again and again.
Yes.
And not feeling offended.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because this customer want to make the right decision.
Yes.
Yes.
And you should give them the right information.
And the right opportunity to make the best decision.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Mr. Murithi, you've mentioned to us about the whole dynamics of the market, money markets, the unit trust. There's something else we hear about called the yield rates. Is it the same as returns, or when you say yield rates?
The yield rates, I would say, is the interest rates.
Oh, it's the interest.
That's what we are mentioning about.
Okay.
And so that area, I think we had mentioned the interest rate average in Kenya around 9%. But there's something else I've remembered that is good for people to also, as they save, also to think about.
Okay.
Retirement.
Okay.
This is what we call pensions.
Yes.
Pensions also help you to build a fund that will help you at your time of retirement. It depends there are people who their retirement is maybe property, investments.
Yes.
There are people whose retirement is maybe a life policy.
Yes.
But the point is that also when you're looking for somewhere to start up your pension or to accumulate the pension from different employers you had previously, look for a company that is giving some good returns. That information on the rate of interest, we should get it freely from AKI website. AKI is the Association of Kenya Insurance.
Yes.
And AKI also has been very good in trying to relay information to the public to make the right decision. So also for pensions, look somewhere where your money can grow an average above the inflation rate.
And also, as on the same point, Mr. Murithi, when you're talking about the pension, I hope you're also talking about the informal, because, you know, we are not just talking about the formal. Are there arrangements that in the informal sector can connect with the retirement benefits? Oh,
yes. One thing I would encourage every person who has a plan for the future.
Yes.
And maybe...
And everyone should have.
Yes. Is what we call individual pension plans.
Okay.
These individual pension plans, you contribute as low as 500 shillings per month.
Yes.
I believe if you hustle your hustles, you're able to be getting 500 shillings.
Yes.
And these 500 shillings, the goodness is that even the pension schemes are very flexible. Nowadays, because of mobile money, the M-Pesa and the likes.
Are they being invested somewhere, meaning are they growing?
Yeah, now, something very important. Why I said the fund managers are also regulated by the Retirement Benefit Authority, RBA, is because these fund managers also are the ones that reinvest these pension funds on behalf of the pensioners. Yes.
Wow. So their money is safe.
Their money is safe. One of the things that RBA guarantees is that you cannot lose your money in pension. It's also good to know that there are schemes, pension schemes that have what we call guaranteed interest, meaning even if the scheme performs very poor, you are guaranteed to get a return of maybe 4% or 5%.
Wow.
The others that don't have a guaranteed, So when choosing where to put your pension, it's also very important to also verify, does this company, you can ask your financial advisor or even go to the website, do they have a guaranteed fund?
Yes.
Yes. Wow. So those are some of the dynamics in this sector, because it's an open sector in the insurance and financial markets.
Yes.
It's always good for the investor to be proactive.
Yes.
Go an extra mile. Verify some of this information. Yes.
Wow. I think you have laid a lot of information here for us.
Yes.
And our listeners and our viewers can make informed decisions. We'll also give you our contacts, of course.
Yes, yes.
Because we would want to connect people to you, because you are a plug in that area.
Yes, I
And
am.
I usually say that everybody has their own discipline and a place of calling. So that is your place. And how has it been for the last couple of years, your experience?
I would say my experience
In the financial advisory.
in the financial advisory
Yes.
has been very exciting.
Okay.
Before I started, when I started the insurance sector in 2009, I was quite naive. Now, because there was a lot of rejection,
Yes.
people will pin me down. There are companies you would go
Yes.
from the gate.
Yes.
Ukisema wewe ni wa insurance,
Yes.
hakuna kuingia hapa.
Yes.
But you see,
Over a period of time.
Over a period of time, there is what we call being persistent.
Yes.
You are someone who is known
Yes.
to be the same person yesterday, to 10 years, you are still selling the same product.
Yes.
If you ask me the same question 10 times,
Yes.
I'm able to answer the same question the same way.
Yes.
What I would say, how I've handled rejection is, first of all, not being intimidated. Because when you are confident of what you are doing,
Yes.
and you know you are doing something genuine,
Yes.
you also want to sit down with, like you, my brother James, I come and tell you,
Yes.
there's this, what I want to say to you. Then tell me, what insurance sikutaki hapa.
Yes.
Niwaambie, no, I'm a financial advisor
Yes.
who is knowledgeable, and tell me about your experience that you handle, that made you very, maybe...
Yeah, because some people have had
furious.
terrible experience.
Yes.
Under the hands of some
Agents.
quacks
Yeah.
or agents
Or even financial advisors.
or financial advisors.
Yes.
And I think there is a trend that says that one of the most persistent people around here
Yes.
are the insurance people. They will knock that door several times until you listen to them.
Well, what I would say in that also has led to a lot of rejection.
Yes.
So what I found as a niche
Yes.
in that sector
Yes.
is that the moment people know you add value to
Yes.
them,
Yes.
you don't have even to knock
Yes.
doors
To
of
their
people.
doors. Yes.
They will call you.
Yes.
And if you share a presentation that is detailed,
Yes.
and even you talk to someone and the person feels that you understand what you are doing,
Yes.
this person, even if you go after 1 year,
Yeah,
they will
look
call you
for
back.
I like that.
Yes.
And because of interest of time, Mr.
Yes.
Moredi, we'll
Yes.
call you back again.
Thank you.
To this show so that you can bring more value.
Thank you.
I want you to share your contact and
Yes.
your website. Kindly look at the camera, tell them where they can find you, your contact and your email address as we wrap it up.
Thank you, my viewer. Today, my name is Stephen Moredi. People in the market call me Ernest because I run a financial advisory called Ernest Insurance Agency. On our website is www.ernestinsurance.co.ke, and also my phone number is 0723 100 454. I'm able, if you reach out to me on a question or a clarification, we'll be able to take you through, and you don't have to fear. We don't push you. We let you understand what you want to get into, and from there, you'll be able to make a decision. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Moredi.
Yes.
It was great having you around here.
Asante.
You've really brought a lot of value. And we look forward to meet you again and also have deep engagements, isn't it?
Thank you.
Viewers, it was a great show here, Man Unveiled. Your host was James Ireri. We have unpacked a couple of things about money matters. We continue doing this another time, God willing. God bless you. Thank you for staying tuned. Asante.